I ain't gonna feel no way about that, nigga. You niggas be too motherfucking sensitive, nigga. A motherfucker that.
Let's say you had a girl, her ex dies, and she started tearing up, crying her eyes out. Like, how you gonna feel about that?
I ain't gonna feel no way about that, nigga. You niggas be too motherfucking sensitive, nigga. Yeah. A motherfucker that put dick on a hoe, one thing you gotta realize, any nigga that done ever really put dick on a hoe, she gonna take that nigga with her for the rest of her life, my nigga. Let me tell you something, my nigga. You can marry a bitch, y'all be married for 20 years. Y'all have a family, house, dog, 2 cars. This bitch, you and this bitch ain't never argued. But this bitch carries some nigga around with her that cheated on her when she was 17 years old. This is why you'll have an argument with a bitch out of nowhere. The bitch will just be mad for nothing because a bitch will recall some shit that happened 20 years ago with some other nigga. Bitches carry niggas that they really fuck with around with them forever, my nigga. So if you ain't got no bitch that carry you around, you ain't slanging no major dick, cake ass nigga.
Yo, so this nigga is crazy. Crazy. Right, so you saying basically women collecting dicks like 90s basketball cards?
Can I tap on that?
That's
real
all
quick?
you, KB.
So you might think that what he's saying is crazy, but from what I have learned and what I have been told, every female that has excrement in her from a sexual experience takes that on, and it doesn't wipe away. It comes.
You heard that too, like the DNA, right?
Yes, it goes on.
I heard it goes up to their brain. Did you hear this?
So when a female
you heard
has
that?
When a female has sex with a man,
I heard it.
When a female has sex with a man, it doesn't just, it's not just a sexual experience. It actually goes in and stays in, and the excrement stays in there, and they take it on with them.
Yeah,
that's real shit.
Like it's part of their DNA now.
Yeah,
that's part of them, and then they passing it on to their kids after they have kids.
So that explains Tupac and Jada.
Hey now, you said it.
He didn't hit. What are you talking about?
No, with the spirit.
Look, he said it. I ain't. The fuck?
I don't even know where to start because you took it somewhere else.
I
but I like that.
I truly did.
Yeah, let's start with that. Nah.
I think
I've never thought that. I've never thought that they would. I've never thought of another. I've known, I know that people that I've been with had other partners, but I guess maybe it's delusion. I just think I'm the best, so there's no you're with me for now. This is the best. I feel like I'm the one that's gonna be that. So to answer his question, it would be weird for me if my wife was crying over when her ex died. I would feel weird about it. I would be sympathetic because I love her and it's a weird kind of thing. But after all these years, I didn't hear nothing and everything like that. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? It'll be like, oh, all right, you know what I mean? And, it's like, all right, you need a minute, you know what I mean? But if it's if it carries over and it's with the Will and Jada thing, okay, if it's dragging, let's wrap it up. You know what I mean? You could be sad and, you had a moment with homeboy, but we ain't gonna be carrying around. We ain't gonna be carrying around
why
niggas like comic books. We ain't collecting bodies over here. We're not collecting. We're not in the business of collecting bodies.
Well,
if I'm not the best, I'm not.
What does that have to do with being the best, though?
Because who remembers the losers? Who remembers John Paxson? Who remembers the other guy? Who remembers? We remember Jordan. We don't remember the other guys.
Well, yeah, I remember Bill Winnington.
Right.
But, the same thing is, what are you talking about as far as the losers? If you have the prize,
then they're the losers.
No, you have the prize. You possess the prize, right?
That means I'm the winner. That means everybody else is a loser. So who remembers the losers?
I'm confused about what the conversation is.
That sounds all great and dandy when you put it that way. Like, some people might say, all right, yeah, you got the prize, or it's your turn to have the prize.
That's crazy.
That's how some people view it. It's like,
those
all right, well,
who wear hoes, like those are the people. I don't know. I never thought that.
I mean, if you're
it's your turn to have the prize, that means your turn is going to be over. Oh. If you saying that your turn is your turn, that means that it will come to an end, and someone else will have a turn behind you. When you climb up the stairs to go down the slide, and you go down the slide, there's someone behind you. It was your turn on the slide.
Yeah. Okay.
If I'm getting on the slide, you're right.
So when you went, so listen,
there's no turn.
When you win a championship, you're a champion for how long?
For that year.
All right.
See what you did there. We can't see you. So this never happened.
Yo. So
listen here now.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll bite you in your ass. Sometimes your own shit will bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
All right. Yeah. On the clip. So as far as
I'm gonna go get my food in a second, man.
I forgot my train of thought that fast.
Hungry.
What was I saying?
On the clip?
No, it was we're past the clip now.
Oh, okay.
I was saying it's some people might say it's your turn, right? So when you're in a relationship with someone, you don't actually know like who broke up with who. You would say, all right, I got the prize, but that woman that you would, she could have got dumped by that dude. She could have still been in love with that dude, or he could have ended the relationship. So it's not about like, all right, who won the prize or whatever. And we got to understand that some previous relationships are defining moments in people's lives, right?
Right.
Some relationships could bring forth nostalgia. You could remember a time that you were with that person, or it was a time in your life that you remember that was a good time. You might not love the breakup, but you remember that time and you was like, yo, that time was a good time. I'm not sure if I would classify it as being disrespectful or wrong. I don't know. It's like we can't expect human beings to act inhumane. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody died, I don't know.
Judge on how they react though. He was like, "Yo, it's been a weekend. You want to wrap this up?"
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Work on Monday.
Hurry up.
Yeah.
I think I had a problem with a chick that I was dating that she said she was gonna miss a guy. I had a problem with that.
That puts you in another folder. That goes from wifey folder to like we just fucking around folder.
No, well, here's the problem.
Missing niggas.
He was actually like,
hear that shit,
going out with her on a date, and she said this in the middle of a date, and she was like, "Ron, I kind of miss this other guy."
No,
and it's like, wait, we're together right now. Why are you missing him?
Yo,
that would cause a problem.
We can't act like we haven't had past experiences with other people.
Dudes,
girls, whoever.
Wait, what?
Dudes
I
ain't
never
holding
had
on to shit.
I never had
dudes, man.
Dudes are not. No.
Pause.
They're just not visually or like outwardly emotional.
Mm-hmm.
But You got dudes that are upset. They'll be upset if their ex does something. It could be years later, and if their ex is doing some shit that they don't want them to do, it's like they still tied to that person.
I think it's only if someone that you had, as a man speaking, I feel like the only reaction that is justifiable is that if someone that you know and respect is kind of like swimming in your pool with something that you is instead of using slang, I'm just gonna be up front. Someone that you know and respect as a man is trying to push up on someone that you used to mess with, then that's the only time that you can kind of react. But I feel like you would be more offended with the man that you had respect for. Your ex is for the streets now. You shut her back in the water, shoot for the streets.